What's your name?
Internet darling.
Thanks for the plug!
Monroe versus the podcast, and we're here to be about
You cannot give me any advice.
Kept you waiting.
Here we go again.
I know that I can be selfish and narcissistic and self-destructive, but underneath all that, deep down, I'm a good person, and I need you to tell me that I'm good.
Shut!
We live inside a dream.
And it's just stupid that I'm in this world.
Cluck a chemo, food, buzz cut, moron. Perfect.
Because it's so much fun, Jan. Get it?
Welcome to another episode of Knives Monroe versus the podcast. I'm your host, Knives Monroe. How you guys doing? Hopefully, you're doing well. It's October 19th. The last time I recorded a podcast was March 1st, and that was with Onyx the Fortuitous, a.k.a. indie filmmaker Andrew Bowser. Before that, it was with Christine Chen, and that was January 11th. This is my third podcast of 2022. That hurts to say. And the longer that you get away from a goal and you move closer to shame and you can't get out of that quicksand that is shame, the harder it is to acknowledge it and say, I want to do something about it. And if I don't make a podcast today, I'm going to fucking lose it. And that's what you're seeing right now. I ask at the top of every podcast, how are you guys doing? And hopefully you're doing well, and I want that for you. But how are you guys? You know, I never made a State of the Culture 2020 retrospective podcast or video because I didn't have much to say. Instead, I stopped what I was doing and I became more introspective and I started looking inward. I was forced to, and I listened. And it was a time to accumulate data. It was a time to live and to experience life. And that I did. I don't want to bore anybody with the details, but motherfucker, god damn it, I just want to say I'm back and I'm sorry for leaving. I'm sorry. I needed to. But I want to say now that the self-love is there and the vibes are back. And I feel better than I've ever felt before in my life. And I hope it shows. I hid. I was hiding myself from the world, but also myself from myself. My meditations were half-assed. I was in a dark place, and I'm just now coming out of this 3-year depression. And I feel better. I feel great, if I'm being honest. I don't want to minimize myself. I don't want to make myself smaller. I feel great. What you're seeing is me. This is me. Knives and all his wacky craziness. It's just what it is. And I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not. I want to get back into the swing of things because people have been reaching out to me. And it's this tremendous feeling because this is where I belong. I almost forgot. I convinced myself that I didn't exist and I wasn't there and I wasn't important, that I didn't matter, but I do matter. I matter to me, most importantly. If you've been watching my vlogs, you've seen that I'm on this self-care, self-love trip. And it's been this incredible unlock for me. It's great to love yourself. I highly recommend it. There we go. And I have to, by the way. Norm Macdonald's death really fucked with me. It really impacted me in a way that I didn't think. You know, Prince died, David Bowie died, Chadwick Boseman died. People die out of the blue, too young. They go too soon. Their light dims. But Norm, it was kind of, I think it was because he had cancer for 10 years and hid it from everybody. And he never went to that well. And we're all going to die. We're all going to fucking die. And for some reason that felt painful, like it's supposed to, right? And I couldn't help but feel for the first time, I want to live. And so the next day, after Norm's passing, I swore an oath. I, Knives Monroe, believe in my creative abilities like never before. I fully commit to doing. I will no longer give up what I want most for what I want now. I will not let my creative potential be dimmed by self-doubt, unproductive criticism, unethical work practices, and fear of judgment. No more procrastination, no more paralysis. No more excuses. No more do it tomorrow. There is only now. No bandwidth wasted on the opinions of others. The days of saying yes to work that drives me towards burnout, frustration, apathy, and fatigue are now in the past. I eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, cynicism, anger, and fear by developing a true love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude towards others will never bring me success. I cause others to believe in me because I believe in them and I believe in myself. I will keep my madness intact. I will fight for the uninhibited, undiscovered creativity. I will honor those before me and support those who follow. I will fearlessly keep forging ahead and give creativity a chance. I will make it happen for me. It was a creative artist's oath. And if I could have cut my hand and bled on a plaque or something, a contract, I would have. I would have made it. Would have gone all the way with that oath. And I've honored it. It's been maybe a month. And I've honored it because I'm going into a new era of my life. And that's why I've been vlogging. And that's why I've changed. Because for the first time ever, I don't know where I'm going. And I don't know where things are leading to. And it's fucking exciting. And I'm in tune with myself, and I'm in tune with my health, and I'm in tune with my vitality in this limited time that we have on this rock. And I don't want to waste it because I wasted 33 years of it. Denial, 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 denial. I've talked about regret, I feel, a lot on this podcast, and I regret a lot of things. One of those things was ever holding myself back. And I held myself back to protect the egos of people who never really gave a fuck if I succeeded in the first place, who aren't here now. I held myself back because I was terrified, mortified, scared to death about what success would mean. There's a video you can find on my Knives Monroe YouTube channel, which has now been retired. And I intend on honoring that as well. One of the last videos I made on there was in 2020, and it was entitled Success Went to My Head. And the whole thesis about that video was, my mom told me, you've changed. Success has gone to your head. My reaction at the time is my reaction now. And that's, yeah, you're damn right I changed. And I have been. You need to. You can't put the same effort that didn't work into something and expect a different result. That's insanity. It's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I feel awake. I feel alive. And I knew with any shred of success I ever got that it was going to come with heat. The difference is I ain't afraid of the heat. I'm going to die on my sword. I'm going to live and die by the sword. My intent is good. My intent is to keep that Morpheus energy alive. Because that's who and what I am. Morpheus. I'm the guy that presents the pills to you, that shows you the door, and only you can walk through it. No ego, just here's an answer, here's a solution, here's a possibility, because I know what it feels like to be alone, to be in the dark, to be cold, and to ask yourself, what did I do? What didn't I do? What did I do wrong? What could I have done? I need an answer. I need an out. I need a solution. I know what that feels like. And part of my purpose and part of what makes me tick. My mission is, if I have the answer, here it is. To give your best shit away for free, as Gary Vaynerchuk says. I fuck with that energy real hard. I fuck with it. It's true. It's powerful. It's the only thing that's worth my time, giving it away. It feels better, giving a jewel away. And I've dedicated my entire life collecting these jewels, and I've been able to see which ones actually fucking work and are applicable. And all I want to do is share that information, share the cheat codes, if you will, to life, the hacks. Because I was never supposed to become privy to this information. It was gatekept. Well, here you go. I don't intend on keeping any gates from you. But it's really hard to stay on course and to stay on the right track when you hate your fucking self and you are in the self-harm, self-shame, self-hatred spiral. It's really hard to get out of that. Every day, I would feel like I want to die. I don't want to be here. I wish I could go out in a blaze of glory and be remembered for what I did last. As if that would count and amount to anything. But Norm died, and I was reminded just how fickle this shit is and how short it really is. And I didn't want to waste it, because I've wasted it all. Anything that I've ever done that's worth a hill of beans is predicated on my mediocrity, man. Like, I've gotten this far by being mediocre. I've gotten this far by half-assing shit. What happens if I try? Audit your effort. I've been really thinking about that a lot lately. And I've been auditing it. And I've been putting that effort in. And wow, wouldn't you know it, you start seeing results. If you've been watching the vlog, the Indie Darling vlog, you'll see that I'd be waking up at 4:30 in the morning, working out. It's 4 p.m. and I've burned 1,600 calories. And I've ate way less than that, maybe 1,000. And I feel great. Been eating clean. And who would have thought that if you want to run longer, eat well? Because if you eat like shit, you're going to want to quit. Who would have thought that that basic fundamental was true? These are the jewels. These are the jewels. I denied them forever. I thought I'll do it later. I procrastinated my self-love. I procrastinated my happiness. I put everybody that was in my circle, which has gotten real fucking small, procrastinated my health and well-being, and I put the other people that were in my circle, their ego first. I thought that was noble somehow, but it's not. The podcast is back, and I'm sorry for keeping you hanging because I've made feature films, I've directed music videos, I've directed commercials, I've made thousands and thousands of videos and hours of content, thousands of hours of content for other brands and for other companies. But the one thing that people know me for is the podcast. Who am I to deny that? I embrace that. So this is one of those. This is a, hey fuckers, I'm back and I'm sorry that I was gone podcast. And I want to be able to talk about other things. 2021 has been like the year of redemption. You can't fail and be me in 2021 because life is too fucking good. A great example of that is there's a new Matrix movie coming out this year. I am beyond stoked. Bo Burnham's Inside was life-changing for me. I'm not alone there. CM Punk, The Dark Knight, returned. It just gets better and better. Kanye West dropped an album. They were able to reopen America. I've been able to go on trips. Claire and I went to New York City this year. It's tremendous. Me and the boys, JR and Dave, went to Seattle and had a ball. I'll never forget it. I held myself back and I sacrificed so much because I thought, well, it'll be worth it in my 30s. Well, I'm fucking 33. Why wait? I start the podcast off every time asking how you guys are doing and that I hope you're doing well, and I do. I hope you're doing well. Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm here. If you want to come on the pod, let's chat. If you want to call me, let's chat. I'm here, and I could use a friend. And I end every podcast with I love you and keep a force field around your heart, and that I'll see you guys on the next podcast. That force field part, protect yourself from your own depression. Protect yourself from that dark side that's in all of us that says, eat that donut, jack off right now, fuck this, blow this up, call in, finish that beer, drink and drive, cut yourself, kill yourself. Well, I'm definitely getting blocked and banned for that. But what I'm saying is keep a force field around those voices, man. They're there. They're there. Protect yourself, protect your heart from that darkness, man. It's worth it. And if you want to live, you're going to have to do that. There's a lot going on in my life, and there's a lot that I haven't shared because for the first time, I'm comfortable being naked. I'm comfortable being vulnerable in front of you. Not curating my life so you can see the greatest hits and the highlights. You might see a few of that. But warts and all. Embracing me for me. That's really hard. Being yourself when everybody is watching is really fucking hard. Living in public, not a lot of y'all can do that. I happen to be an outlier, and I carry the flag. I carry the flag. And I'm going to hold that flag. I'm going to wave that flag and plant it into the ground and say, I'm fucking here. Now what? So what? I'm here. And I'm sorry that I left. But I had to figure some shit out, fix myself, and I'm glad to say I did. And thank you so much for listening and giving a shit, because anytime I drop something, I get a message from one person that's like, wow, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you did that. I feel that too. Holy fuck, that. You relate. And it's the best. It's oxygen to me. Not because I'm egomaniacal or because I'm a narcissist or because anything like that, but it just means that the art is working. This is all art. It's all slice of life. This is me. Raw, unfiltered, warts and all. And I'm not going anywhere. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast, watching it on YouTube. How do you like my beanie? We're in Q4. It's going to be about that winter time. If you're interested in something like this or something like this, if you're watching, we got some merch. Go to indiedarlings.net. Just check it out. Just look at it. Got some stickers. Good shit. Good shit. One of my business models is going to be working with indie darlings, heroes that I like, and making content for them so they can promote their brands and featuring them on the website. So that's coming down the pipeline. We have the podcast. We have TikTok at Knives Monroe. The podcast, Knives Monroe versus the podcast on Spotify or wherever you listen to them. And of course, the Indie Darlings YouTube channel, which I love. And I'm trying to upload every single day. I will upload every single day. Whether if it's a YouTube short, a vlog, or a podcast, you're going to be seeing me. I love you guys. Thanks for being patient, being there. Keep a force field around your heart. And I'll see you guys on the next podcast. Peace.
Never ever believe anything you hear. And believe only half of what you see. And always, 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 forever and ever and ever, put a force field around your heart.